Great Prime Minister. He answers questions brilliantly, and he's very focused on improving India. So we're thrilled to be working with him.
Meeting went very well. Thank you very much.
Indian Prime Minister.
Very good.
The meeting was very exciting. It's very encouraging to hear from the Prime Minister about his ambitious plans for the Indian economy, and hopefully DSP BlackRock can play a big role in building out the Indian economy through infrastructure investings, expansion of the mutual fund business, and we hope to play a large role.
Did you have any conversation on financial sector reforms which are still pending in Indian Parliament?
We did not. So I assume those reforms are going to be going through. We encouraged the reforms to be initiated because we need the reforms to encourage more global investing into India. India is in need of large sums of outside capital to help invest. And so these reforms are essential for India to become more enriched with capital to make these infrastructure investments. We see in the world today many prime ministers or presidents have ambitious plans, but they have a hard time executing. In many of those cases because they have not appointed the right staff to initiate and to work these out. We're encouraged that the Prime Minister's administration, especially in the economic team, are the types who can deliver the goods. Thank you.
The issue also is about the Prime Minister's dream of Make in India. Now, that is something in the manufacturing sector. So, do you think the financial sector will have to play a huge role as far as making that dream a reality?
It's a must because India needs capital. And so the importation of capital in infrastructure is going to be really important. So it can't just be done through the manufacturing sector, but it has to be done in building the better roads, the better power grids, the better ports. And so these are essential needs, better airports. These are essential for India to become a larger manufacturing center. So for India to become an exporter. And so if the infrastructure is not developed, it's going to be very hard for the manufacturers of the world to come to India as a source of manufacturing for exportation.
Do you believe the American investors, are they more hopeful in the Modi regime of better administration?
So BlackRock represents global investors, so it's just not U.S. investors. So, but the answer is, so far our investors are encouraged about the transformation that is being done in India. Obviously, there's a great deal of work to be done, and we encourage the Prime Minister to carry on his work. Confidence does not solidify in a quarter or 6 months or a year. We're going to have to see a continuation of behavior and reforms, and if we see that, you will see a flood of money coming in. If we see a breakdown in the process of reforms, you will see a slowdown in confidence building, and through that slowdown in confidence building, people will be less willing to invest.
Make in India and India as an investment destination is something that's very close to the Prime Minister's heart. What really did transpire in that meeting, and did it build confidence?
It absolutely built confidence. I think he made the statement that he's very focused on generating jobs. He's very focused on generating quality of life, for both of which he needs manufacturing, he needs tourism, and he needs infrastructure. And his view is he'll get those with clear policies as well as with the ability to execute. Make in India is about clear policy as well as willingness to execute. And he made that point many times over. And I think it was very reassuring to hear it from his perspective of his focus and his energy around the issue.
He's been talking a lot about getting the investor confidence back in India. Do you think that was misplaced in the past because of slow governance and slow decision making? Do you think American investors are now looking at India with a whole new hope?
I think you should worry less about the past and think more about the future, because I think that's the important thing here. And in the future, what matters is that his perspective is clear, and if he's able to execute the way he executed when he was Chief Minister of Gujarat, and I have every belief he can do that, then I believe that you could have a very good decade or two ahead of growth in India. And that would make every American investor happy to put their capital, their technology, and their people into India.
Find us on Facebook at facebook.com/ETNow, and don't forget to click the like button. You can also follow us on Twitter at ETNowLive. To stay updated with all our programming, hit the subscribe button on our YouTube channel by logging on to youtube.com/user/ETNow.